Alright, before I get into the bulk of this video talking about my great weekend last weekend at All Tomorrow's Parties, created by the Breeders, I'm just going to say, when I last did a video like this for the Melvins and Mike Patton one in December, I got a lot of hate of like people that went to this festival, and I just don't really understand why. Maybe I didn't convey my opinions or review like in a way you would have liked it, but it's still me like trying to show and express the bands I liked and the time I had, and maybe introduce some of my subscribers to some of those bands, because most of my subscribers are subscribers for like my wrestling thoughts. And I will admit, like, I didn't need to go 2 videos long for that. That was excessive. I didn't like that a lot. And also, they probably were a bit boring as well. But there's no difference in doing this stuff on YouTube than writing a blog or doing something like that, or being on a podcast. Just for the fact that it's in video form and you can see me in this stupid box, you know, there's no need to like insult me. I thought people that went to this festival were more open-minded than that. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that get in the way of talking about this time I had. Yeah, ATP created by the Breeders. Was a great weekend. I'm not going to run through every band I saw, because once again, I pretty much went and saw most of the bands, and it was fucking knackering, I have to say. I got barely any sleep over the weekend, because I was, you know, just having a good time, shall I say, and just being pumped by the music. It was great. It started off with a band called the Holloys that played some kind of psychedelic Yola Tango-y style rock with a bit of Fugazi twist, and it was cool, you know. The Breeders chose some good bands, and they also chose some bands that I really didn't expect them to choose, like CSS for instance, and Tricky, and Foals and stuff like that, but it was still very good. Not a lot at this festival really blew me away. The stuff that blew me away, I think Kimya Dawson really blew me away. She played a set of a lot of stuff from her latest album that's for children. She just has a lot of charisma, and just an interesting person. She's of course in the Mouldy Peaches, and she's probably made famous by the Juno soundtrack now. But yeah, it was a very good set, and she is the polar opposite of Steve Albini, frontman of Shellac, who played twice. I saw them in their Saturday set. It was very cool, very charged and angry. Didn't play the Watch song, oh well, but it's good to hear the stuff from their new album live again, and they also played 2 new songs, which is cool. CSS was quite fun to see, but it felt a bit too early in the day. Even though it was on at 5:30 in the afternoon, I just wasn't ready for it. But it was still cool though, very dancey and fun. I got to catch a bit of the Bronx. They were very visceral and angry, and I liked it a lot. The Bronx are a wicked punk rock and roll band that I think people should check out. Bon Iver was awesome. I thought it felt like a big rock gig. I just didn't know what to expect, because I had his 9-track album Forever Ago, and that's like recorded in a log cabin or something. So to see it as a big rock set come out was something great. Throwing Muses, I didn't get close enough to them and didn't stay around for all their set, which was a shame, because I used to love listening to the Real Renona a lot. I'm not sure if they even played anything off of that, which is a shame, but if anyone saw that, let me know down there. Jan Tiersen, what I saw of him sounded fucking awesome. Very film score-like. Yeah, cool. Pitter Pat was pretty good as well. A duo with some kind of gamelan-y style synth drum stuff and female vocalist and guitar. Times New Viking were good fun. Melt Banana, some of their soundscape stuff sounded wicked, but when they went into the yelpy Japanese punk stuff, it was quite cool, but a bit predictable, if you ask me. But then again, there's still a lot of fun. See, Foals were a lot better than I thought they would be. They made it very percussive and driving, and they jammed out their songs, and they made it well. Oh yeah. Wire were cool. One of my highlights, Mariachi El Bronx, which was the Bronx, playing some songs in kind of Spanish style, wearing sombreros and that. And that was very cool, and you can tell they were having a good time. It was brilliant. Holy fuck, were quite awesome. It's kind of dancey math rock stuff. Yeah, good. I'm a bit upset I missed the Frogs, because they had to be on earlier. I was quite intrigued about them. Oh well. Tricky was really awesome. He blew me away. A lot of people were dancing near me. He seemed possessed. I was great that he played some stuff off of Max and K as well. I didn't expect that. And some of it just really rocked, which I also wasn't expecting. But it was cool. Oh, who else was there? The Breeders, I saw most of their set. They played a lot of songs that I used to listen to when I was younger. Of course, Cannonball, that was just awesome to hear live, and it was great. Madlib and J-ROCC closed the festival and were one of the best things. Although they were like the kind of hip-hop artists that would fuck with you by dropping the beat and then just putting it back in and then stopping and then starting. That kind of thing. That kind of thing got a bit tiresome, to be honest. But it was still very cool nonetheless. Tune Yards was fucking awesome. It was just this woman that did some kind of beatboxing for a pedal, yeah, and had a ukulele and did some really crazy vocal performance, just awesome. Try and look for some footage on YouTube. Distortion Felix, they were cool what I saw of them, sounded a bit like the Pixies. And Super Suckers and X played some great rock and roll. So yeah, I think I've gone through most of the bands I saw. Blood Red Shoes were quite a fun start to the day. Actually met them at about 4 in the morning on Sunday. They were going to some pizza. But yeah, just drunkenly rambled at them a bit. They liked it, so it's very nice of them. So yeah, that's me talking about my ATP experience. I do realise I say the word like a lot. Don't diss that. It's just a defect in my brain that connects words together, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on not being like that when I do videos. If you met me in real life, I wouldn't say like a lot. And the booklet that we got, they had like a nice gun. A nice kind of space gun, like off the Jetsons. It was very cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you went to this one, please comment on this and let me know what you thought of the bands, and maybe we can have a conversation. Cheers.